All right, y'all. So for today's video, I am going to give my three reasons why I think that the Lakers are going to beat the Warriors in 6 games. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's waste no time. First reason I have is I just think this is a bad matchup for the Warriors, man. As we know, playoffs is all about matchup hunting, and the Warriors just simply don't match up with the Lakers. The Lakers have an ability to run the small ball that the Warriors really only have, and the Lakers also can run their big ball that the Warriors can match. Don't you worry. If that's not making no sense, I'm gonna explain it to you. So the Warriors big is Kevon Looney. He's 6'9", 223. He can't really stay with players in the perimeter. But the Lakers can easily force him to come out and match that size of Kevon Looney by playing Ruchi Hakamura at the 5, who's 6'9", 230, who's even heavier than him, or even going with the smaller ball of Wenyen Gabriel, who's also 6'9", 210. I mean, to be real with you, the Lakers could even go with Jared Vanderbilt if they want on Looney, because that's what I'm trying to get at. The Warriors don't really pose a threat as having a real big, but on the flip side of it, the Warriors will never be able to match any type of big lineups that the Lakers run. I mean, if the Lakers decide to run with AD at the 5, that's their big lineup. I mean, AD is 6'11. I mean, he's listed at 6'11. He should be like 7 foot, but 6'11, 253. So not only towering over Kevon Looney, but also just being stronger, muscling Kevon Looney up more. That's going to be a tough matchup. So I think that's going to draw for a lot of matchup nightmares for the Warriors, because you're going to have to send doubles. And when you send doubles, that means that there's somebody open. As far as I know Warriors fans are going to be saying right now, they're like, well, what about matching up with Curry? As far as matching up with Curry, man, look, you just can't match up with greats like that. You can't just shut down a great. He is a goated player. We've seen what he did in that game 7. But one thing that we do know about Curry is that he does tend to struggle when bigger and stronger defenders just tend to guard him and really muscle him up, because he is like a shorter guard in the NBA. And if you think about it, I just said bigger, stronger defenders who tend to muscle players up. Who does that describe on the Lakers? Jared Vanderbilt, man, Vando. Although I don't know if Vando will be the primary defender on Curry for the series, because Curry's always running off a lot of ball screens, and Vando tends to struggle getting over ball screens, but just guarding him straight up, man, I feel very comfortable with Vando guarding him. A bigger, stronger defender, just really putting that pressure on him. But even if it's Vando isn't the primary defender on him, the Lakers can throw Dennis on him, AR, Malik Beasley, Lonnie Walker. I think Lonnie Walker should get a lot of more minutes in this series. I know Darvin Ham's been playing my dog, giving him no minutes, man. But I think that, yeah, I think Curry will just be not easily taken care of, because you don't easily take care of goats, but I think he will really feel that pressure, and it'll be a physical series for him. Between Lonnie, between Jared Vanderbilt, between what Dennis and them do, they gonna try to just have to be physical with him, man. And also in that King series, the Stephen Curry was getting inside real easy. That's because the matchup, I think, in that series favored the Warriors. The Kings don't really have a real big. Sabonis was out there looking like a power forward, so he was scoring a lot of points inside. I don't think that's going to happen with the Lakers, because the Lakers are number one in the NBA for blocks right now. And they got a bunch of trees in there, so I don't think it's going to happen. My reason number two is the bench, man. I mean, in the Grizzlies versus Lakers series, one difference maker for the Lakers was their depth, man. Was the fact that the Lakers really had the deepest team in the NBA, and their bench was playing like the best bench in the NBA. Game 1, we seen Ruchi Hakamura go off for 29 points. Game 4, Austin Reeves 23. Game 6, D'Lo 31. And I mean, there were so many games in between then as well that D'Lo hit big shots, or Austin Reeves came up and hit some big threes. Even players like Malik Beasley stepped up, man. And I mean, when you look at the Lakers' depth, I've been watching every Lakers game this season, so I know that the Lakers really tend to struggle when AD doesn't perform well. They've been so deep this year, and I mean, not this year, in this playoff run so far, that the Lakers were able to get 2 wins in games that AD honestly didn't have that dominant of a game. While on the flip side, the Warriors, their bench has been non-existent. I mean, their stars have been non-existent, to be honest. Just Stephen Curry's been coming up huge. I mean, the Warriors are having to rely on Curry's 50-point game. Don't get me wrong, that was a historic, crazy, goated 50-point game. But if you got to rely on Curry's 50-point game just to get you a win, I mean, where is the bench? The bench has got to come up here, and I just think the bench is for the Warriors has no help, while the Lakers got it. Out of all the teams left right now in the playoffs, the Lakers are second for most bench production. The Heat are number 1, and out of all the teams left for bench production, the Warriors is dead last. So another key point as to how the Warriors bench really needs to step up. I mean, to be honest with you, I think a key to the series for the Warriors is actually going to be getting that bench contribution, right? So I'm talking about Dante DiVincenzo has to come up huge. I know Wiggins doesn't come off the bench, right? But Wiggins has to come up huge. Clay can't go 1 for 10 in a half. Jordan Poole can't just have more turnovers than he does points. These players have to step up because the 50-point heroic worked against the Kings, but I don't think that's going to work against the experience and just much better Los Angeles Lakers, in my opinion. And let's get to the third and final reason. I know this may sound silly, but the third and final reason is offensive rebounding and second chance points, man. I mean, that makes a real difference in games and series. The Lakers are already the bigger team. I already talked about how the Lakers lead the league in blocks, and they're going to now face a smaller team. So with the Lakers having being a bigger team, they have the advantage in the paint. Right now, the Warriors are currently allowing 17 opponent 17 opponent second chance points. Sorry, that's kind of hard to say. Try to say that like 5 times. 17 opponent second chance points. That's what the Warriors are allowing right now. I think the Lakers are really going to exploit that. I'm talking about their bigs on the offensive rebound because they're bigger than them. They can get to them. I'm talking about the Warriors' silly turnovers. Right, we all know that the Warriors actually lead the league for turnovers. So they have a lot of silly turnovers, which will turn into easy second chance points for the Lakers. And as far as the whole rebounding, because I know a lot of people are talking about, wow, like Kevon Looney is going to be such a problem. Kevon Looney is a big guy. He's doing his thing. But like how I started in my first argument, how I started my first point, Kevon Looney was doing his thing against Sabonis, who's a power forward. Kevon Looney is going to get met with dudes who are just as big, if not bigger than him, man. So I think that the offensive rebound is going to be a huge part, and that's going to favor the Lakers. So that right there is three reasons why I got the Lakers winning. I know I said three, but real quick, watch this. I'm gonna give y'all one more, man. And here's a quick bonus. I think this is a mental game, right? This is physical, but it's also mental. The Lakers won the season series between the Lakers and the Warriors, actually dominated the season series. And I think that they're going to have that mental advantage. They're going to remember that coming into it. And with all these other factors, ultimately, I do think the series is going to be decided on the defensive end, and the Lakers is the better defensive team, and the Lakers just match up better than what the Warriors can do, man. So here are my 4 reasons. I gave y'all 4, man. I gave y'all 4. So if you stay to the end of the video, you know that this was actually 4 reasons and not 3. Here's my 4 reasons as to why I got the Lakers beating the Warriors, and I got them in 6 games. Man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned. But for now, we out of here. Peace.